Now for more on the FBI surveillance of the Occupy movement, Jason Leopold joins me from our LA studios. He is the lead investigative reporter at Truthouts.org. Jason, welcome back to the show.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me on.
So you've been covering this story pretty extensively. You actually have filed FOIA requests yourself. With this latest batch of documents, what's the most striking revelation that you can see?
Yeah, and
here?
I just want to point out that the Partnership for Civil Justice is not the only entity that filed a FOIA request. I filed a FOIA request, several FOIA requests, on October 31st of 2011 for these specific documents. And the FBI told me in response to my FOIA request that they could not locate any responsive records related to Occupy. And that's why I'm currently engaged in a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit against the Department of Justice and the FBI.
So that was a blatant lie on their part, right? I mean, they handed these documents over.
Yes, I would actually characterize it as that. I will say that if, in fact, there were any active investigations going on under the Attorney General guidelines, under FOIA laws, they could actually say that they did not have responsive records, but that would be remarkable in the sense that we're dealing with a protest movement here. What sort of investigations were taking place? Well, I think from these documents, we can see that they immediately viewed Occupy as not just a criminal threat, but they routinely characterized the movement as terrorists, that this was domestic terrorism. There are several passages in these documents that have stuck out to me, particularly one on page 61. If your viewers have access to these records, it shows that there seems to be some sort of intelligence that the FBI either obtained or was disseminating about sniper activity, that somehow snipers wanted to take out Occupy leadership, that in Houston there was some exchange in which they were talking about snipers wanted to attack protesters. It's unclear who these snipers are, who they're affiliated with. So I want to make clear that this is not in any way, it seems to suggest that the FBI was thinking about this. Rather, it's just some intelligence information that's just being shared.
Yeah. It's hard to kind of figure out what all is in this because huge chunks of it are redacted. I mean, what kind of details might be behind all that whited out ink, do you think? I mean, this is strictly speculation, I guess.
Well, the exemptions that they cite in order to justify the withholding is certainly, privacy, issues related to privacy, but also law enforcement, techniques and procedures, anything that may have to do with an active investigation. I should note that there are only 99 pages actually that were released with regard to this batch of documents that came out. They identified 400 pages, or 399 to be exact. So they actually withheld 300 pages, and we're only seeing just a sliver of what was happening during the height of the Occupy movement. Right. And I expect with the with the lawsuit, the Freedom of Information Act lawsuit we have moving forward, that we will see more documents being released. But I think that these documents would show exactly what was taking place with regards to surveillance activities, possibly confidential informants, who was infiltrating Occupy and then disseminating information or sharing information with FBI, with local law enforcement.
There's, all the Occupy encampments seem to get busted up at around the same time, which fueled the speculation that the crackdown on Occupy was a coordinated nationwide effort initiated by people, at the top of our government. Do these new documents lend any credence to this theory? Well,
there's no smoking gun in the document in terms of showing that the FBI and local law enforcement, or FBI, DHS, and local law enforcement coordinated with each other. But I will point out that on page 7 of this batch of documents, there's a bulletin, a safety bulletin that is being disseminated by the FBI to a law enforcement center in Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin. And basically all this says is we'd like to warn you that we found out that Occupy protesters may want to shoot police officers. Does not give any further indication or information, rather, as to where they obtained that information. Yeah. So it would be clear that the information that was being shared possibly led to the way that the police reacted to receiving this information.
Yeah, and we'll await more documents, hopefully. Jason Leopold with Truthouts. Thank you.
Thank you.